Pre-made chocolate milk?
Yeah.
It's it.
You guys want a mocha?
What's up, guys? Jesse and James back with Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
Oh, we've been waiting so long.
So long.
As you can see, Lord of the Rings right here. I actually just went and saw the original trilogy in the big screen, the RPX screen at Regal Cinemas this last week, so I'm all hyped. This guy was listening to the soundtrack on the way over here. We're ready to go.
I was driving, pretending I was in the middle of the ride of Rohirrim, or the charge, you know?
Charging down.
At Minas Tirith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're excited. We're just going to get into it, and hopefully it breaks all expectations.
Yeah.
So, and stick around after the video, too. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion. We'll try to keep it brief, but if we go too long, it's going to be hard because we just love Lord of the Rings so much.
Yes, and we love when you guys join in on the discussion down in the comment section too, because we like replying to things and we like learning from the fan base that knows a whole lot more than we do.
Oh yeah, we're movie nerds, but we know some of you are book nerds, so please just let us know if we miss something or if we get something wrong. So, because we will.
Not if, when we miss something.
When. So.
All right, guys, let's just jump into it. Dark screen. Here it comes.
And there was a time when the world was so young, there had not yet been a sunrise. But even then, there was light.
This must have been so long ago if these are elves. Right?
You think
when
they're elves?
Kids? I'm guessing that's Galadriel, right?
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
Probably as a kid.
Look at those ears. So does that mean, is this Valinor?
Oh, I don't know. That'd be cool.
Right?
Even you couldn't possibly believe their old scrap will float. It's not going to.
The kid's a little punk.
Get it, girl.
Origami expert. Look at this thing, can you imagine?
Bro. Oh shit.
The elves are portrayed as like so
peaceful
and like great in the trilogy, you know? This is what they're like behind closed doors. That dagger's cool.
It was a good ship.
But sometimes the lights shine just as
Starting
brightly
off deep.
reflected in the river as they do in the sky. It's hard to say which way is up and which way is down.
That's the most elven looking dude I've ever seen.
I know.
I to know which lights to follow.
He's like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
It's simple.
The most important truths often are. But you must learn to discern them for yourself. I won't always be here to speak them to you.
You won't?
Ooh, I feel like she was on the verge of learning something tough right there.
We had no
She's all
word for
confused.
death,
We won't.
for we thought our joys would be unending.
Dang it. It better not be foreshadowing something here. I got goosebumps. That's awesome.
That's so cool. Oh, there's the
We
trees from the
thought our
trailer.
light
Oh
would
yeah.
never dim, and a
Ooh.
legion of elves went to
That's
war.
sick.
Oh, snap.
We left
It was
Valinor,
Valinor.
our home, to a distant realm,
The sun
one
dream
filled with
scenes.
untold perils. Earth.
So this is prettier even.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, those orcs look awesome.
They said it would be over quickly.
Jeez, that
That was
But
awesome.
the war
amazing.
left in
Why couldn't they show like 30 minutes of that?
And
She's very clean to be on that battlefield.
I know.
It's impressive how clean she is. Only an elf.
Only an elf.
Jeez. Elves are immortal, right? Like in Valinor?
Yes, but also in Middle Earth, I think. I don't remember how it works.
Somebody let us know.
for
Yeah.
his orcs had
Please.
spread
I forgot how that
to
works.
every
Oh, that was freaky.
Dude, the
multiplying
orcs look
ever
pretty
greater
creepy in this one.
under the
Yeah.
and cunning sorcerer.
Look at him.
They called him
Look how big he is.
Sauron.
I was literally about to say, look how big he
My
is,
brother
dude.
vowed to seek him out
Towering
and
all over
destroy
those dudes.
him first. And
They give us a
marked
cool
his
character
flesh
and
with a
kill him.
symbol.
That sucks.
One who's
I like that guy. He was already interesting.
Sauron was but a memory.
Thought that said Frodo Wraith. Frodo Wraith.
Was ended.
Frodo just comes out as a wraith.
She just seems consumed by the mission.
Yeah.
Good thing that elf collapsed then.
Yeah.
They would have walked right by it.
Can you imagine?
Oh,
Good.
look at that.
That's giving me Witch King vibes from Warcraft.
Ooh. Giant hand, eh?
It's like Adam's Family, just a hand.
Yeah.
That's it.
These orcs were meddling with the powers of the unseen world.
Oh, that's trippy.
It's got like pointy ears. Do you see that? Like
Yeah.
elf-like ears.
Surely it is lost.
Don't wander off on your own in this creepy cave.
What the heck is that? Oh, snap.
Strike. Like, I see your bow and arrow.
Homegirl's got the moves. Dang.
I'm not gonna lie, one of my pet peeves in fights, like sword fights and stuff, is when people do a move and they just stare not facing their opponent. Like when she first did it and then she just stared the other way. It's like, turn around. Oh, snap. They're tired of it.
Dang. Galadriel's just looking around, just like, bitches. Yep,
Dude, look at this map graphic. That's cool.
that is cool. That looks like the mountain where Gandalf came to save Helm's Deep
No.
when he comes with,
That wasn't nearly steep enough, and that was all barren stuff.
probably.
World's strange.
I'm just saying it looked like it.
Bitch cattle me. I'd never get off me barstool.
Dude, how big was the creature they took those antlers from?
I know, right?
More than likely they just got lost. That's it. Has to be the reason.
Though again. But the winds are still out
That's a big old bunny, dude.
Big old bunny? Or just small people?
Giant real life bunny. In this show, small people. That's how you start getting into trouble as a kid.
Yep.
Go into places that you're not supposed to. I wonder what's up with all this stuff in their hair. If that's just like
I was wondering the same thing.
decoration or like headbands type stuff. Ugh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Enchanting.
Blackberry bushes.
Some type of berry.
There's something in the mud. What is it? Looks like a footsie.
A footsie.
Dog.
It's a big ass
A big
footsie.
scary footsie.
Dogs love berries.
Oh, what's that? Oh.
Time to go.
Not if he doesn't see us, he isn't. Let's go.
Like, oh crap, I shouldn't have brought these kids here.
Out digging through snails.
Oh.
That's no normal wolf.
Who's this?
Bones of
Isn't that the guy that plays,
Harold Elrond.
yeah, Elrond?
Oh, snap.
Look how pretty that is.
I know, right?
yes, it's almost as if I didn't wish to be
Mr. Anderson.
found.
The count.
Dude. Look how
Oh,
sick that
man.
looks.
What was it? Lyndon?
Lyndon.
Are you going to arrange an audience?
She's like coming in all hot and everything, you know? And he was like, okay,
Let's pump the brakes, though.
we could play that game.
Yeah. But more elven-like.
Yeah, more diplomatic.
Dude, this looks sick.
These
I'm gonna make that my Zoom meeting background image.
have swept across crag and crevice, washing away the last.
Oh, he wrote his speech.
Yeah, that's
like
what
a
she's
spring rain over the bones of a spoilt carcass. Granted passage across the sea to dwell for all eternity.
I'm wondering, I noticed that some of these elves are different colors. I'm wondering if they're like the different factions in the future.
Oh, maybe. Like their
Like,
clothing is different?
well, yeah, like Noldor elves, and I forget the other ones, Sylvan or Sylvian elves or something like that, and there's another one. The ones that
Eat your
elves
heart off, Gandalf fireworks. Jeez.
eat. Yeah, those are pretty gnarly.
That's cool looking.
That's really cool looking.
That's her brother, huh?
It's gotta be.
I'd recognize that handsome wooden face anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those trees look awesome.
Just going to stand there breathing like an orc.
Jeez. She's so mean to him.
I know, right?
Said the White King.
Then why would
Because seeing a sigil does not mean you're any closer to finding Sauron. Is over. The evil is gone.
Then why is it not gone from in here?
After all you have endured, it is only natural to feel conflicted.
Conflicted.
Wrong word. Oh boy.
You have fought long enough, Galadriel. Put up your sword.
What am I to be?
What you have always been. My friend.
No. Elrond's been that game, dude.
Oh, dude, he's a sane friend. I don't think he's into her at all. I think they're just really close friends.
Said every friend zone guy ever. I'm just kidding.
They have a really interesting dynamic.
Yeah. No, they do.
Like, he's able to like check her temper
Yeah.
and her impulsiveness and stuff and come back with reasonable.
And she ignites the fire in him a little bit.
Yeah, and she brings it out a little in him.
Yeah.
What are they wearing?
Yeah. Oh, this guy looks cool.
Yeah.
It's really been a fortnight already.
She's
Oh yes. Had a bit
Doesn't
sick
look too happy.
yeah, uncomfortable or something around him.
row over a girl. If you take my
His armor's cool.
That's
Like
kinda
wood
cool.
carving.
for a drink,
Yeah.
soldier.
On what day was he here?
Oh, let it go. 9 years ago. When are you people gonna let the past go?
What do you mean,
You people.
The past is with us all. True King will return and pry us right out from under your pointy boots.
Jeez, he's coming in hot.
Fire.
Got the reflexes of a mongoose.
What's that mean?
Mongoose have really fast reflexes.
Do they?
Yeah, dude. Come on. You didn't know that? Jeez. Common knowledge.
Common knowledge.
Maybe it's the opposite
Give me
of what we were thinking.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
But for 79 years, you've kept watch over the men and women of Tirharad, not because of what their ancestors once did, but because of who they still are.
Jeez, no forgiveness, huh?
Nope.
But you need never see them again.
You do not get a second chance for what your ancestors did 1,000 years ago. Jeez. That guy's cool looking.
Yeah, he's pretty
I'm not
cool.
gonna lie.
Say what you wish to say.
I have said it already. 100 times over, in every way but words.
Say it with your words, dude. Speak it.
Of sickness.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
That's how rumors start.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say rumors are gonna be going crazy in town.
Pre-made chocolate milk?
Yeah.
It's it.
How far is
You guys want a mocha? What do you think it is? A hilt of a blade, huh?
That looks like one of the Nazgul blades.
Yeah, that looks like something he shouldn't mess with. Oh, the sig. Oh.
Do you think they just do that for effect, or he actually sees that?
I don't know. Do they have to stand like that the whole trip?
I was thinking the same thing.
Hit a big wave and it like.
Are you acquainted with the work of Lord Celebrimbor?
Oh.
Greatest of elven smiths, of course.
Working with him.
But I'll allow you to explain the details, Lord Celebrimbor.
Surprise!
Oh, snap.
Almost like they're watching for something.
Watching.
I'll tongue glass him if you don't mind your own cartwheels. And your brandyfoot with your father's nose and always poking us into trouble. You are far too curious and meddlesome to have been born a Harfoot. Are you quite certain you're not part squirrel?
Jeez, dude, calm down. That's not good. Yikes.
Loving these map
I
transitions.
know, so am I.
So good.
And that transition to the sea was cool.
Yep, they do that the whole way.
They do just ease.
Guess the elves never heard of a bench.
Yeah, I wonder how long the ride actually was.
Oh, that's cool. It's like the
Dang.
barriers opening up to their realm.
Yeah. That was like powerful though.
Yeah.
I was always imagining when they crossed over that it'd be like a gentle, elvish grace type of thing, but that was like, boom.
I didn't know it was like a different realm. I thought it was like, hey, we're just gonna travel across the sea.
Yeah. We're going to Hawaii. Oh, there's that meteor from the trailer. Or meteorite.
Something.
That guy's just trying so hard for her. Like, I just want you to rest. Oh, ants.
No.
Or trees that move. poor guy.
Dude, that's intense. Oh, snap. Dude, how's she gonna get back? She gonna swim the whole way?
She's like, yes. Wait.
She's about to pull Michael Phelps.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm curious to how far they actually sailed before that.
Yeah, like how far off
Yeah.
the land she is.
Oh, snap.
You gone done and effed up there, Gil-galad.
Oh, snap. I had a feeling
Who
it was...
is that?
That's gotta be Gandalf.
You think it's Gandalf?
I think it's Gandalf. It has to
Why does it have to be? Just because you want it to be?
be. Maybe because I want it.
Woo!
Dude.
Episode 1.
What?
Done.
An episode.
Okay. Multiple things right off the bat that I have to say. Production value,
Through the roof.
top notch.
Yeah.
Loved it. It was a little bit slower of an episode after that initial like intro monologue. Is that what it's called? Monologue, right?
Yeah.
But I understand that it's a lot of like world building, storytelling, prepping for future episodes, I'm assuming. So hopefully it picks up a little bit more, but I enjoyed it. I thought all the actors did a really good job. I am super bummed that Galadriel's brother's dead. I feel like they wasted that actor because he was the one that I was like, that guy's cool. 3 minutes later, that guy's dead. Like, come on.
Right.
What'd you think?
Yeah, I got mixed feelings. I think a lot of the controversy surrounding this show probably got exaggerated for
Like the inclusion and like diversity of the cast and stuff?
probably, yeah. A lot of the negative stuff probably got a little exaggerated. Again, we don't read the books, so or at least I haven't read the books, and so there's probably a more loyal fan base that wants to see certain things done in a certain way. So I can't really testify to that, but I will say I agree with you on the immersion. The casting seemed to be, they did pretty well so far. The acting's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But it does seem, I'm not sure it's the way, I know it's hard to compare this to the original trilogy, especially that's a different format and it's a movie format.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it's the special effects versus the way they filmed it practical, in the practical sense back then. So I was, certain things I noticed with like, the big mountain shots and the landscapes versus compared to the original trilogy.
Yeah.
You get a different feel.
But I felt like they did a ton of practical effects in this too. Like it was a ton of practical effects mixed with visual effects, which is what the original did, but technology's better now. But
yeah, so again, the immersion I felt was great. And we'll get into a couple of scenes that really stuck out to me, but it does, it's super early and I know it's going to be slower, but it does feel like something's missing where it's magical and it's obviously fantasy based, but there's a little bit of a spark missing. I don't know.
Interesting. Huh?
I'm not saying the show was bad because it was a great start,
right?
But I'm going to get into specific scenes that I thought were really cool.
Okay, first off, if you guys also agree with Jesse on if the spark was missing for you and you are able to identify what that spark was, because he's having a hard time pinpointing it, let us know in the comments. That way we could get some other people's opinions on it too. Yeah.
I mean, right from the get-go in the Fellowship, I'm like, I'm in. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if it was the way they shot the battle of the Last Alliance, and then all of a sudden we're in, the Shire, and then it was the soundtrack, the giddy soundtrack, the super happy, and then the instant dire situation of, hey, where'd you get this ring? But
I know what you're saying. All right.
Yeah.
So you want to get to specifics.
Okay, so obviously the parallel of the intros, because like, hey, Battle of the Last Alliance versus the elves going to Middle Earth and fighting this war. I thought that was really cool with your favorite character that only had 3 seconds of screen time. That guy was cool.
He was so good.
Yeah.
I feel like they wasted the actor.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe we see him in some flashbacks.
Yeah, maybe he's around more than we think he's going to be.
I mean, seeing him, like, you know, I'm a sucker for knights. So seeing him, like, hold the swords up and then go into battle, that was awesome.
I knew that was, like, cool to you.
The armor was sick. Obviously, the helmets looked a little funny, but the armor was sick.
Well, I think they got the same people that did the original trilogy to work on the practical effects, like the armor and stuff.
That's awesome.
I think it's like Wix Studio or something like that.
Then that would explain that. Yeah. What else did we have? I'm not a fan. What's the not the Hobbits, but the
Harfoots?
The Harfoots. Oh, that I'm curious as to where they go with that. Like, the storyline there is, you know, because we're going from really epic, you know, following Galadriel and the elves to just this little town of the Harfoots. But
I mean, they did that with the original movies too, or story books and movies. We'll refer to the movies because that's what we know.
Yeah.
But the Hobbits played a huge role in that. I don't know if the Harfoots are going to play a huge role in this show.
Yeah.
Other than maybe that.
So
girl.
that's a different thing. We got to see the drastic implications that the Hobbits were going to hold very fast. Obviously, this is at a much slower pace because it's a show format. But I really like the immersion they're bringing to the show and the world. So they add to the immersion.
Yeah,
so,
they make it feel.
So that's bigger. What I appreciate. And again, the younger female actress is doing a great job with her personality.
She was good.
Yeah,
I thought she was good.
Let's see, the elves and King Gil-galad kind of anointing them with their awards and saying, "Hey, you get to go back to." You know, the homeland, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And just anything with that was like awesome. And our boy Elrond is the silver tongue. And
dude. I liked his character a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I thought he brought like a good balance to Galadriel's like brashness and harshness to her.
Yeah.
Just kind of off-putting, and he's like the one that's able to like bring her back.
How'd you feel about the snow troll fight scene? Did it look a little funny to you, or did it just?
It didn't look funny to me. It looked like a movie nowadays that does special effects for a lot of stuff. It didn't look funny to me. I hate when I hate funny poses in fights. Like, you just slice this giant cave troll who just wrecked all your other soldiers. You slice it and you just stare off in the distance while it's right behind you. It's like, I know you're like this crazy BA warrior, but like, and you might have like spidey senses, you know, like where you know that you're not in danger. It just bothers me. Like, I hate that.
What about if
this is the poses? I hate the poses.
What about
just make it more fluid?
What about if you flipped it and the
ice troll is doing that?
Ice troll just does it, so she does it with the slice, and all of a sudden he's just like behind him.
Now that would be awesome.
That would have. And also, it's like the other elves in that situation had no clue how to fight.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they were just trying to show off Galadriel.
Yeah.
But the battle, the brief clip of battle with her brother, that was awesome with the Nazgul thing attacking the eagle. The eagle falling on fire, going through the orcs. The orcs looked awesome. They all looked different too. Like, the practical effects of the orcs looked amazing. Yeah. Their armor, the way they looked.
Speaking of those
I think I'm gonna be a huge fan of the orcs in this show. Based off of promotion pictures too.
Speaking of those scenes, I'm excited to see Sauron.
Yeah, he looks sick. I don't know if we're gonna see him like that though.
No. I mean, if we get to see him like that, that's gonna be cool. But
maybe in season 5 or something.
Well, I'm not sure how much we want to get into spoilers because I know a little bit through the Shadow War and the Celebrimbor's character, but I believe he has fair warning, the next couple of seconds might be borderline spoilers, so I'll just...
They also might be completely wrong.
Yeah, and they might be completely wrong. This is based off a video game, so, you know, if you guys... He'll put a little timestamp in the video if you want to skip past this. But, so, I believe Sauron takes an elven form. And, and he tricks...
And he tricks them into
Celebrimbor,
it. Yeah, he's like a...
So,
it's a shapeshifter.
Yeah, you know.
That's from Moana. I've seen that movie too many times.
I wouldn't know. But, regardless, whether we see him like that and see, you know, and if we know it, maybe he poses as another elven character that...
I wonder if he's going to pose only as like one other character or a bunch of different characters throughout the show so that it keeps everybody kind of guessing on who he is. Because I think that's the route they're going to take. They're going to take he's like hiding throughout, like within the show.
Yeah. So
pulling the strings.
The one of those patrol elves, the bald one with the bow and the armor you like, the wood.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting his name, but he...
Arandi?
Yeah, something like that. But I think there might have been some controversy surrounding him in the trailers. I kind of like his character.
Yeah, I think he's like an original character to the show. If that's true, or I think that's the case. Let us know if it's not. Yeah. But I think he was made in the show. But I actually think his storyline is one of the more interesting ones.
Yeah.
Because he's like the only elf in that area that isn't holding a grudge against these people whose ancestors 1,000 years ago sided with Morgoth. So
yeah, he's kind of
interesting.
Yeah, he's like a warden, but also like kind of like a peacekeeper.
Yeah,
and he's...
the woman, what was her name? I forgot her name.
No,
but she seems interesting too. Like she seems like she holds her own.
The healer.
Yeah, the healer. Like I don't know. Their dynamic seemed pretty interesting to me.
Yeah. Rest in peace, chocolate milk cow.
Oh yeah. That was nasty. Could you imagine? Could you imagine going out to get your milk for the morning? Oh. It's like Nesquik syrup comes out.
So yeah, and then the meteor at the end.
You think it's Gandalf, huh?
It's unless it's someone like Gandalf. I forget his race. What it's called. We'll have to come back next time.
Yeah.
Arnor? No, not Arnor.
I don't know. Somebody tell us.
Yeah.
We are more than willing to learn in the comment section. We have learned a lot from a few different shows now from people, so please inform us. It's our favorite part of doing this channel so far.
I'm also a little ashamed because I've actually looked up multiple times what Gandalf's race is, and because I get into the
he
lore.
Loves the lore side of things,
but then I forget. So it's like, what was that again?
Yeah. But, fleeting thoughts.
Yeah, fleeting thoughts. Yeah, I think it's Gandalf. It looked like Gandalf. I don't think I remember any other figures.
Like, if he's younger.
Yeah.
I mean, it very well could be him. That would be interesting. That would be. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I want to see
newer characters.
Yeah, a different character. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it being Gandalf, but it would be kind of interesting to get a different character. Yeah. Maybe it's a different wizard or something.
Well, we get it. I guess we get maybe a younger Gandalf if it is. He also already has a developed relationship with
like a Hobbit type character.
Galadriel, though. You know, like in the movies, like he has that relationship. Yeah. So they already know each other.
Yeah.
In the trilogy, so
they
maybe
seem close in the trilogy.
Yeah, exactly, like really close.
So maybe this is.
So maybe we get to see that come to fruition and the early stages of them knowing each other.
Totally. Do you think that's like him first coming? Like this is the first time he's ever come to the world?
It looks like it. I
kind of look like it, huh?
Let us know if this is his first visit. I mean,
let us know everything.
Let us know. Yeah, just tell us everything. But no, I mean, this is a long time ago. This Gil-galad's still alive. This is before the Battle of the Last Alliance. Maybe it leads up to the Battle of the Last Alliance.
Like the storyline?
Yeah. So, who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Not us. That's for sure.
Not us. Closing thoughts?
Yeah, closing thoughts. I am excited because all the negative talk around it, like I kind of pushed it out of my mind, out of sight, out of mind. I don't really get into it, but sometimes it affects it to where like you temper expectations. But I feel like the show met expectations for me. I wasn't expecting it to be Lord of the Rings trilogy levels of excellence, but I thought for a season premiere of a show with such high expectations thrown on it from the get-go, I thought it did pretty well meeting those expectations for me personally. You do not have to agree. What are your thoughts?
You know what? I was pleasantly surprised, and I think a lot of that's because of the visuals and whatnot. I mean,
it's
stunning, amazing. For me, it does feel like something's missing.
Yeah.
But let's just give us a little hypothetical here. Let's just say if it was completely separate from the original trilogy, and you took it as a separate show.
Yeah,
it's a great show.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's a great show, but
it's hard when you're comparing it to the
greatest
one of the masterpieces of cinema,
like of all time.
Yeah. It's like up there with like The Godfather. Like there's not many.
Yeah, above that.
Well, to me, it's the greatest. Some people might argue it. But
17 Oscars in the trilogy.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, that's its dilemma, is that it is connected to that. You're dealing with the Lord of the Rings, so if you expect perfection or it's connected to perfection, no matter what, that bar is going to be up there.
Yep.
So that being said, to me, it has a little bit of a spark missing, because how many times we can just constantly watch Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, or Return of the King.
I just saw them in theaters.
And it doesn't.
Last week.
And it never gets old.
It never gets old. And it's funny. It's okay, just real quick. It's funny. I think those movies are some of the greatest, or are the greatest movies of all time, with Rush Hour 2. Don't ask. But I feel like I've been underappreciating the movies after watching it in theaters. Like, it blew my mind all over again. They're so good.
Do you know what the budget was for this one? $50 million. Way more than that.
Okay. Yes. We loved it, or I loved it.
I liked it.
He liked it.
Yeah.
We're excited still for episode 2. We'll get to that one real quick, so please stick around on the channel and interact with us in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button, like the video so other people can find it too. But really, for our big thing, I know it's not really the YouTube algorithm thing, but comment down below so that we could learn from you guys, because we want to be informed on stuff too. Even if it's stuff that like points out what